One night in Arizona, it's late, and a logging crew, they're driving back to town after a day at work. And suddenly, boom, they see a super bright light in the sky shining down on them through the gaps in the trees. And the guys, they're all like, what the hell is that? So they drive closer to the source of the light and they stop. And they're thinking, it might be a flying saucer or something. And one of the guys, his name's Travis, he jumps out of the truck and he starts walking toward the light. And he stands under the saucer right in the spotlight. And suddenly, pow, another beam of light hits Travis and it sends him falling backwards and he's knocked unconscious. And his coworkers, they're still in the truck and they panic and they're like, oh shit, and they speed away. Then, sometime later, Travis wakes up and he's lying on a raised table inside what appears to be a metallic room. And he notices he's surrounded by 3 creatures, aliens, and they're all looking down at him. And Travis freaks out and he jumps off the table and he grabs a cylinder object and he starts swinging it around, hoping that they'll back off, and they do. Then Travis leaves the room through an exit and he eventually ends up in a different room, and there he meets a different kind of alien. And this one actually looks human. So this humanoid alien escorts him to a different structure with 3 more humanoid-looking aliens, and they lay him down on a table and they place a breathing mask over his face and he passes out. Sometime later, he wakes up and he's lying on the highway in the middle of nowhere, about 30 miles from where he was abducted. And it felt like he had only been gone a few hours, but in reality, he had actually been gone 5 whole days. And he's confused, but he walks to the nearest phone booth he can find and he calls someone to come pick him up. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Ray, an alien abduction story? Did this really happen? Well, to figure that out, let's back this up. So one night in Arizona, it's late, and a logging crew, they're driving back to town after work. And suddenly, boom, they all see a super bright light through the gaps in the trees. And Travis, he gets out, and pow, a beam of light hits him and it sends him falling backwards. And his coworkers in the truck, they panic and they speed away. And about 15 minutes later, the coworkers in the truck, they're like, damn it, we shouldn't have left him. We have to go back. So they go back, and it's really dark, and they don't find anything. No Travis, no bright light in the sky, nothing. So what can they do? They